celebrating the classical choreographer George Balanchine. While here on BBC One, it's...
Welcome to another edition of The Biz.
Hi, our star guests today are about to storm the chart with their first single.
That's right, and we'll also be taking a look at the shady side of life and showing you your favourite video of the week.
Great, but first let's go on location to a studio in London with Bananarama along with 13-year-old Kate and 15-year-old Joe.
Morticia scene took quite a while to perfect. Bruno, the choreographer, was jumping up and down and getting a bit bossy. She had a very large cape, which enveloped all the men underneath her. She looked very evil, and the men were made to look like her worshippers. Bruno, the choreographer, had a great sense of humour, great fun.
Can we have the music, please?
They're not very complicated scenes, but it involves using bodies and using stylized movements to create an atmosphere.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Choreography doesn't always mean doing 7 pirouettes, jetés, and across the room. It's a very wide, let's say, art form. So it goes from moving a hand to putting bodies in certain shapes. And when you do this type of scenes like the Morticia one or the Devil one, so many things that are choreographed that they're not particularly movement. The reaching of a hand, the light coming up at a certain time, moving at the same time as the light, and at the same time being aware of how the camera moves in relation to your moves.
5, 6, 7, turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah?
You had lots of makeup on Morticia. How long did that all take?
I actually didn't. I only had false eyelashes, which made it look really black, and lots of makeup. It was mainly eyeliner and very dark lips. It took about half an hour. I really like long black clothes. I like looking evil. It just seemed really exciting, you know, coming out of that huge cape and just looking really evil.
Did you enjoy working with Bruno, the choreographer?
He's really easy to get along with, and he has this sort of really good sense of humour, so it makes it fun. Sometimes he gets a bit over-dramatic, and we end up looking like the young generation. But, you know, we sort of add our own bits, the way we dance on discos, and he adds bits, so it's a good combination.
When we work out dance routines, sometimes we work them out on our own, and sometimes we sort of wheel him in at the end and say, what do you think? And he'll sort of try and improve it and make it look a bit more professional, you know, it's sort of 50-50.
Do you find it easy to pick up the routines, or aren't they that complicated?
No, we keep them simple.
When you work with artists, you have to find with them movements that suits the personality, the style of songs they're singing. It's not just, you know, creating steps as you would with a dancer. You know, with a dancer you would use technical steps, put them together to create, say, images. While you work with pop people, artists, singers, bands, you have to try to find steps and movements that suit the character of the band, the style of the band. It's a bit more complicated.
In this video, there's a lot of dancing, but it's not as obvious as in all of your other videos. Is it becoming more part of your act, the dancing?
It depends what song you're doing, really. I mean, this one really lends itself to dancing. But also, we've started working a bit more on choreography lately because we're planning to do a live tour. And it's going to be more important because you can't really do a whole set where you're just all doing your own thing.
Does your friendship continue outside of work? Being very good friends with them?
Yeah, I mean, that's That is how we all started, just as friends going out together. I think if we weren't, the group would have kind of split up by now. Because when you spend so much time together, it'd be really awkward if you didn't get on with the people you were with. I don't think I could cope with it at all.
There were lots of different types of dancing in the video. There's very stylised dancing and fun dance where they were pushing each other out of the way of the camera, laughing and joking around, which I thought was good.
Cut! Turn over, please, nice and quiet. And playback, please.
Their acting comes across quite well in their dancing. They use their facial expressions, not only their bodies.
Yeah, a couple of those balloons are actually rather good. Here we go. Really playback, please.
From what I've seen today, I think the finished video will be very fast. There's lots of special effects, which I think will bring it all together. Very zappy.
I really like that. It tells the story in 3 minutes, the dancing is good, and it looks a lot of fun. And I think although Bananarama have been out of the top 10 for the last 18 months, this video will make the record a hit when it comes out on Friday.
I love the performance of the song, but I must admit I thought the visual interpretation of the lyrics was a little bit too obvious, sort of real storybook material. But I agree with you, Kelly. I do think it will be a big hit for them.
Right, well, let's discuss going on location to make a video with our guest stars who are Love and Money, and welcome Stuart, Bob, Paul and James. Hello.
Hello, welcome. Listen, we want to talk a bit about your video because we're going to show it later. Where did you make it?
It was recorded in the Mojave Desert in Southern California.
How did you get to go to Southern California for your first video?
Well, basically the record company have got a lot of faith in us, and we were presented with 5 film scripts, and we picked the best one. This was the best one. It wasn't really that expensive. It wasn't any more expensive than any of the other scripts.
How did they pick your band? How did they get the faith in you? I mean, there are a lot of bands around who can do it.
I think it's just basically because we had our LP recorded and they had faith in the material. If our music was garbage, then they wouldn't have sent us out to California to do a video.
Mm-hmm. Bob, was it anything to do with the fact that you had a bit of a clout because your producer had a bit of clout?
Well, it's certainly having a chap from Duran Duran, namely Andy Taylor, is quite a talking point, but I think they would have got there on our own as well. Oh, he is a good producer.
Well, not a bad start for a brand new band onto the scene, and in fact the record is already bubbling under, which means it's just outside of the chart.
That's right, now hopefully about to become a big hit. But right now, let's take a ride on the Candy Bar Express with Love and Money and see them in the Mojave Desert in California.
Take a ride on the sugar tree. 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 nothing to impress. Everybody make a chain. This train is the cheapest and the best. Why, it's better than real. Under those wheels, north, south, east, and west. You are the station on the Candy Bar Express. Take a ride on the sugar train. 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 Sin City is pretty, and the dirt looks just like money. Well, everything's cool, 'cause it's a loving school, and the tools are milk and honey. Don't be deceived. You better believe that sugar is the best. You are the station on the Candy Bar Express. There's sugar to sell, money to buy, got heaven and hell in a single line. Get wise, capitalize, get blood on your hands, have an alibi. Get blood on your hands, have an alibi. Bow down to the sacred cow. You'll never know what you missed. Everybody say yeah, say thanks. That songs like this exist. Be a junkie for love, be a sucker for success. You are the station on the Candy Bar Express. Take a ride on the sugar train.
That really is a good video.
Yes, it'll be very interesting to see as well if they have a hit with their first single, The Way Our Heart Did.
You never know. We'll keep our fingers crossed for you.
We certainly will. Another video worth a look is our Biz Bygone, which is in fact a golden oldie.
Yes, let me remind you that if you'd like to see your Biz Bygone video, all you do is send us a card or a sealed envelope with your name, age and address and the name of the artist and song featured on that video, and very clearly mark your card Biz Bygone.
And it's exactly the same address and procedure if you want to vote for your favourite current video of the week. That means the ones that are out now. And our address to write to is The Biz, P.O. Box 99, Teddington, Middlesex, TW11 9NB.
And you'll also find that address in TV Times or on Oracle, page 554.
A nice big biz welcome for David Hubbard, who is now the proud owner of, ta-da, a fab biz cap. Because his was the first card we pulled out from so many that voted to see this week's video. David, why did you pick it?
I like the setting of the video, and I like the scenes. They kept changing from place to place, so you could see one bit and then another bit. And then I like the story, because you could tell what was going on, and it matched in with the music.
Great, well, put us out of our misery and tell us what it is.
My Biz Bygone is Hungry Like a Wolf by Duran Duran.
Great, well, let's have a look at it.
In touch with the ground, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Smell like a sound, I'm lost in a crowd, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Straddle the line, in discord and rhyme, I'm on the hunt, I'm after you. Mouth is alive, juice is like wine, and I'm hungry like the wolf. Stalk through the forest, too close to hide. I'll be upon you by the moonlight side. I'm drumming on your skin, it's so tight. You feel my heat, I'm just a moment behind. In touch with the ground,
exotic location, Sri Lanka no less.
But did you spot a sneaky deaky little cheat in that video? Ow!
No,
You did, you noticed. Well, what happened was, if you look very closely when I show you this piece of film, you'll notice that Simon Le Bon and the elephant aren't actually at the same place at the same time. They cleverly joined two pieces of film together in what's called a mix, and there it is. So you see, our Simon isn't really as brave as you and I thought he was, is he?
Time was when sunglasses were only worn to shade your eyes from bright sunlight. But that's not the case anymore. Have a look at this.
To me that we shouldn't really have to call them sunglasses anymore, because it's obvious from that film that you can wear them anytime and any place. I'll take these off because I can't see a thing. Justin, where do you like to wear yours?
I like wearing
This evening, Mike Smith and